So we ended last chapter with kind of discussing part of the government intervention within agriculture and some of the laws that they've done and they've enacted to help producers and help consumers. And chapter 11 goes more into what the government does. One of the first things that we need to look at, though, is something called the farm problem. And the farm problem consists of the fact that the important one is majorly there's what we call an inelastic demand. So that means that our demand curve is more vertical. That's one of the first concepts that we went over and learned. And a bumper crop is a massive increase in supply, so a good crop. We set price and quantity where the market wants it to set, and we have a big increase in supply. We see what appears to be a big decrease in price and a little increase in quantity. We can show that more so on this one. And you can see that the difference you can kind of see the difference in how much price fell over here versus over here. So this is a problem. When farmers always want a good crop, but sometimes that makes prices fall, and that doesn't necessarily help you. Some of the other concepts and parts of the farm problem: lack of market power. We learned that firms in perfect competition, which frequently consists of corn farmers and other types of farmers, they're price takers, so they don't really have any power in the market. Asset fixity means that they can't really change a lot of their assets over into cash quickly. A lot of their money is tied up in their assets. So some of the things that the government has attempted to do to help: the commodity acquisition, loan rate mechanism, set-aside mechanism, target price mechanism, and we're going to go over each of those individually. So the first one that the government tries to do is they're trying to use the Commodity Credit Corporation in a commodity acquisition program. So if you're looking at your notes, you'll see the graphs are already done for you, or you can be drawing these on your own so that you're learning how to draw them, because most likely you're going to have to know. So what the Commodity Credit Corporation does is they basically setting a target price up here at the top, and they're doing that by increasing the demand. So you'll see on the slides that the demand says, or the new one says D plus CCC, so it's the Commodity Credit Corporation. They're allowing the markets to sell this much at this high price up here, and then they are buying this excess that has been supplied at that price. And so the Commodity Credit Corporation, in a sense, is shifting that demand out here. There were various problems with the CCC, however, and one of the major ones is that what do they do with the crop? So some of the things they tried to do was look at school lunch programs or export some of the crop, but quite a bit of it just went into big shiny grain bins and was stored and went to waste, or they just didn't know what to do with it, and the government just took a loss. So they attempted to figure out something new now to look at it. And the second thing they tried to do was they tried to do a set-aside program. So the next little video is going to talk about the set-aside program.